Happy Sunday. It's early yet. We're in the first 5 minutes of our Sunday Sacred Self Care class. Looney and I welcome you. Looney should be out in a moment. I just got the cat treats. Anyway, if you're brand new and the YouTube algorithm has sent you here, my name is Greg. This is yoga for everybody of all types and sizes and capacities. We find a way to heal and to grow and to evolve together. So, welcome. If you're brand new, try an adventure, try something different. I'm always thinking about that, trying something different. Maybe begin to bring your breathing a little bit more down toward your belly button. Welcome to my beloved Zoom friends. We've been on Zoom for 4.5 years since the start of the pandemic, but we've also opened it up to YouTube live streaming because people in 2024, they need healing, they need compassion, they need calm, they need restoration, they need prayer, they need meditation. I certainly do, and it's very powerful when you do it with others. If you're new, we're going to spend about 4 more minutes on the back. Just find your breath. That's a powerful spiritual practice. Relax around your mouth. Let the facial expression soften and release. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Got treats. Tuna. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. If you got a lot going on your mind, you got a pressing situation, dilemma, you know how it is, a situation, just a willingness to relax and let it go for a few minutes. Oftentimes, problems are resolved by not gripping them tighter, but by letting them go. Curiously, sometimes they'll unwind on their own. That's a mind blower. That happens on Sunday Sacred Self Care class. We do get our minds blown. Couple more minutes on the back. Here's a Sunday ritual we always engage in. We breathe what we feel and we feel what we breathe. We catch up with our feeling nature. Sometimes feelings unfelt get stuck or they congeal or congest in our joints and our nervous system. And yoga, of course, is the great art and science of energetic release, integration, assimilation, healing. So breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. In this way, we get our feelings as our guide and assistant, as our energy and our motivation rather than a block. Welcome to any YouTubers. If the algorithm has sent you here, this is an hour of Sunday yoga done live. It also is recorded and put on the channel, Upward Spiral Yoga. So there's always some yoga here for everybody. You don't have to be a circus performer, an acrobat, or a contortionist. You can be a human. One more minute, just feeling what we're breathing and breathing what we're feeling. We are calm and peaceful souls, gathered for the purpose of healing, becoming whole.
Greg, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you on Zoom.
Thank you. I turned my microphone off to call my cat, and now I turn my microphone back in. Linda, you're a great blessing. Thank you. A couple bugs left in the system. Thank God for good friends. Good. Now take the biggest inhale ever. Whopping big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. We are calm and peaceful souls. A couple of friends told me I was muted. That was awfully kind of you. A lot of people want to mute me. All right, take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms back up over your head. Welcome. If you're just getting into class, you're right on time. The only yoga class you're late for is your first one ever. Stretch up over your head, make yourself, I don't know, a foot longer. Stretch out, get that Riley first thing in the morning stretchy feeling. Good. Draw your knees in and roll around on your back with giddiness. Man, I got to put something on my computer that tells me when I'm muted on Zoom. Good. Roll around the other way. Good. Let's sit up and actually talk to one another with audio and volume and such. What a good group we have. We have an excellent Zoom turnout of friendly friends. And we're on YouTube Live right now. Welcome if you're just streaming by for the first time, or if you're watching this recorded. If you're watching this recorded, I got a new Eckhart Tolle wristwatch. It's always flashing now. That's what I would sell if I was him. It's Sunday, June 23rd, and we're live streaming from Pleasant Hill, California. It's pleasant and it's on a hill. Anyway, I'm fasting today, which sometimes goes fast and sometimes goes very slow. But I've got cat treats here and I'm not allowed to have any of them. But I do have water. I've got water with electrolytes. Yum. Nothing like chewing on electrolytes when you're hungry. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Cheers. Have a hydration. Fasting, of course, is an ancient spiritual practice practiced by many of the great ones and lesser ones. Am I a great one? Sometimes, but I do fluctuate. That's why I do yoga, is because I try to gain consistency and equipoise and blah, blah, blah. Close your eyes, relax, breathe with me. Think that we're breathing the same breath together. We have many differences: politics, diet, religion, opinions, but no one can disagree with breath. You can for about 3 minutes. Put a bunch of Republicans and Democrats in the same room and suck all the air out. You'll get a confluence of opinion. Not a bad idea. Just breathing with my friends. Hey, some new Zoomers got in. Nice to see you. So we got people from Northern California. We got people from Maine, Spain, and from Ukraine. We have some delightful Ukrainians that check in. What's the volume of your thinking today? Are you thinking a lot? Do you have a lot of thoughts going on, a lot of projects, a lot of interests, or a lot of situations? Turn down the volume of thoughts. I do like to say affirmations. These are two of my favorites. You can see if you like them. We are calm, peaceful souls. Everything is always working out for us. In religious language, everything works together for good for those who love God. By the way, all denominations are welcome in my Sunday Sacred Self-Care class. 10s and 20s are most appreciated, but you can be an atheist, devout, you can be spiritual, you can be skeptical. Just bring yourself. Okay, now we're going to chant Om because we all have vibration in common. Nice big inhale. Hands at our heart, issue a blessing. Please take a moment on your own to pray to pray for the thing most wanted or needed in your life right now. Don't sell yourself short. Ask big. My prayer is that everybody likes and subscribes and shares and rings the bell, because it is my intention to have 1 million subscribers, crazy though I might be, because I believe the spreading of love and yoga and union is well worth it. Okay, we'll get going. Shoulders, 1. If you're brand new, we do joint juice. It's legal now. We just open up our joints. After our joints are a little more lubricated, then we do some yin, then we do some restorative, and then blah, blah, blah. Other way, 1. These are ritual movements. 5, 6, 7. I cannot believe my cat's not out here. Cat treats. Hello. Get it. Inhale up. I could say the magic word. I use it very rarely. Exhale out. The magic word, we'll say it at the top. Up our back we go, behind our neck, and the magic word is tuna. Tuna. Like, hello, tuna. Poof. Hope he's okay. I could ring him. I could ring his GPS collar on my phone. Poof. And one more. Poof. I think we're off to a good start. I'm sitting a little close to my computer. Going to back up a little bit. Okay. Can you just kind of follow this along? Down to the right, over to the left. Left shoulder, right knee. This is, we're making some circles, huh? This reminds me of the movie Avatar, those big blue lizards. I want to be a big blue lizard. But they do these kind of communal movements together that seem ritualistic and frankly intoxicating. I love intoxication as long as it's on my own supply. Now watch this. Right shoulder, left knee. Take it around. Now you can build this to suit like those real estate signs. Build this for your Sunday predilection. Get your happy on. Circles are associated with circles. Uno más, por favor. Buenísimo. Good. All right. Arms out. And we're going to do some Sheryl Crow's. It's never one of these particular movements. In music, it's never the note itself. It's the combination, the sequence. Oftentimes it's the silence in between the notes. I'm learning this. Music theorist. Just swaying with my friends. Arms are tired. Oh, plunk. Drop your chin. Take your coconut around 8 times. 1, 2. I think it's so cool. I can flip a switch and go on Zoom. I can flip another switch. I can go on YouTube. There's only like 30 other ways to do it now. 5, 6. It's weird to have your product splashed all over the world. I hope it's worthwhile. Other way. 1, 2. By the fruit you shall know. If people find it interesting, it will grow. 5, 6, 7. Okay, if you're new, you're going to love this. Fall asleep, drop your chin down on your chest. Do you remember your kid? You had to hold his head up for the first few months until they gained cranial capacity, structural. So our head actually weighs a lot, especially when you have a larger than average brain. Aim your attention down in your body, not your tension, your attention. Good, friends. Now bring our face back. We're going to counterpose a little bit, not counter revolution, counterpose. Just lean back on your paws and mildly lift up your hiney. Ooh, ooh. This is a good counterpose from sitting in chairs all day long, car chairs, office chairs for me, high chair, and come on down. Good, now I'm gonna switch across my legs, weird feeling way. This is just 1/168th of your week. There's 168 hours in the week. Just come here for one of them and you'll be golden. All right. Now I'm gonna lean forward a little bit. I'm nursing my lower back a little bit. It's getting so much better. Thanks for your good thoughts. If you can come all the way down and face plant, then smush your face into your Saxony carpet. It leaves an impression. I may have to go check on my cat. Normally Sunday sacred self-care cat treat is irresistible. Good, now pinch your shoulders together because they are already. Relax your shoulder. You were holding, weren't you? The only time I let go is to get a tighter grip. Now inhale, look forward, bright future, just lengthening my spine like a person lengthening their spine. Exhale, deepen. Relax your hair. It's not easy being our hair. Permanents, frizzes, straightening, curling, coloring, parting. Oh, how can you not take an hour off once a week? Come up, kids. Now our legs are in the opposite cross, so leaning back on our hands and lifting will get things that are otherwise ungotten. So let your hips be gotten, lift up. And come on down. I think the Bible should have be cats, not be gats, frankly. Personal opinion. Other way. All them damn begats. All right. Boy, I feel better already. Now, I'm going to take my right fingers back left corner, and I have to do this once a week. I got to tilt my head to the right and drop my chin and stretch my trapezius. I have to close my eyes and give it time. Nice turnout today. Great analytics. The more the merrier. Now, this does leave one hand free for petting your cat. A lot of cat lovers in class, dog lovers too. Drool. Good. Let's bring our heads back up. Doop. Okay, all right. Left finger's back right corner. Now I want you to do this for about 30 seconds. I'm going to go see if I can get Looney Bin to come out because the analytics go off the charts. You guys do this. You can do this at home. I'll be right back. What's up, Rob? Okay, let your head come on back up. I just got a really seriously dirty look from my cat. But I did. Today I'm bringing a spiritual magic wand. Is this one of those Marin unicorn new age spiritual guys? No, it's a guy. This is how I get my cat out here. Do you want a cat treat? Kitty, kitty, kitty. If you want me to wave this over you with a special incantation and make your dreams come true, like and subscribe. Okay, the cat came out. Let's chant Om. Nice big in. By the way, we do try to have a little fun in class. A little. Inhale. Oh, there he is. Good. All right. I've completely lost track of everything. So close your eyes and be unusually happy for a minute. Stop thinking. Life is what happens when we're busy making other plans. Okay, I remembered. We were doing our hands. We turn our palms open to receive alms in our palms. Open hands equal open hearts, receptivity. Lean forward into your paws. If you're one of the stiff as a boiled owl people, then barely lean in. If you're one of the bendy bears, mama bear, baby bear, drop your chin. Make ujjayi breathing. If you don't know what that is, leave a like or subscribe. Looney will leave a comment. Stop thinking. We're always thinking. Think. You cannot, by taking thought, add 1 cubit to your measure. What's a cubit? I don't know. Fabulous, fabulous. Come on out. What's going on? Make the toy go. Internal, out turtle, internal. That's a cat treat right in front of you. It's good being a cat. Looney and I are moving, and I'm going to build him the world's greatest catio. My sister has a good catio. In, out, and behind your back. Oh, hi. Here you go. Up your back, in here, and drop your chin, touch your elbows together, because you can't. See how my wrists are in my armpits? Drop your chin. No, not all of them. Not all of them. Jesus. Okay, all of them. My cat. Oh man, no moderation. Animals don't put satisfaction off till later. It's like, this is it, man. Good. Now come out. Roly-poly, not guacamoles. Fasting today, no guacamoles. Otherwise, when I fast, it's always it's okay. And then there's that horrible moment when you're going to die. And then as soon as you punch through that, you've made it. But that first, like, I haven't eaten in 2 hours, I'm going to die. Donner party of 7. Shake it out. I love you. Say you love you to your cat if they're around. Hello. Faster. Faster, faster. Faster, faster. Cup your hands at your heart. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. That was not Bobby McFerrin. He stole it from Mayor Baba, a great yogi of the 20th century. Peter Townsend's master. Okie doke. Inhale up, not for an ohm, not yet. And out. One more up our back for the sheer, unadulterated, unmitigated, unaltered, unvarnished love of it. Inhale. Poo. Okay. Okay, when I do chant Om, if you're brand new, I try to extend it out. I have a very long string on my back. If you pull the string out, it used to go to here, and my Oms would be that long. Then my string came out to here. Now my string goes to here. I'm not comparing my string to yours. Just extend it out. Inhale, pull the string way back. Feel that. Feel your feels. Slow things down. This is it. So far, so good. Where are you going? Okay, now here's a pose we don't frequently do on Sunday, but I think you're going to either like it or not. So let's see. For this one, I think if you're really good at kneeling, there are some people that can kneel no problem. You never couldn't. But I would say for most of us, if you're older than 40, I'm not yet, but if you're older than 40, you might need a little assist on kneeling. And here's what I recommend. You just get a block or two. If you don't have yoga blocks, just get them or sit on some encyclopedias or some cookbooks. Anyway, all I'm going to do is just for a little relief, I'm going to put one block there. Now that's very high because I have a bit of a meniscus thing that I'm working on. So right now I'm kneeling, but I'm sitting way up high. In fact, it's so high, the air is thinner and I'm getting a little hypoxia. There's one thing I like, it's 24-minute hypoxia. So I'm sitting way up here. Now this is actually too high. I don't need to sit this high. I do like to experiment with being higher sometimes. So now, hey, did you know kneeling is a yoga pose? It's called Virasana. Vira means hero. When you kneel in a kneeling pose, you're being heroic, which is true for a lot of people. Hello. Hello. You should see the analytics on YouTube, the number of people in. It just starts to arc and spike way up when Looney's in class. So don't you forget that. Okay, now, can you kneel for a couple moments and not panic? Can you breathe from your belly button? This is called parasympathetic breath. When you breathe from your belly button, it stimulates your Las Vegas nerve. Hi, hi, hi. Hello. My cat is so suspicious of me, like, who do you think I am? I love you. Yeah. Okay, now the reason we got in this pose is that so much mental tension and anguish pools up and balls in our feet, ankles, and shins and calves that now we can drag our left foot out. That's really hard if you're kneeling all the way down. It's easy if you're a little kid. Now, this is a classic yoga seed pose. It's half kneeling, it's half squatting. If this leg was doing what this leg was doing, we'd be squatting. If this leg was doing what that leg was doing, we'd be kneeling. Do you get it? Makes sense, doesn't it? Now, if you're really tight in your calf, and I tend to be tight there, I pull my heel way underneath me. And if you lean over your left thigh, you're going to stretch your lower calf muscle, which nobody ever, ever stretches. So it gets tight as a weather stripping left in the sun in a 56 Studebaker. Now, some of us, our model was born in the 50s. Some of you are much younger, but your tendons become like weather stripping on a 1950 Studebaker. And yoga is like Armor All for your tendons. Where does this come from? Lean over. My good friend Laura, she's one of my Zoom friends. She comes to my public class and I'll start spouting like this. And she just kind of rolls her eyes at me and smiles. By the way, if you're in an intimate relationship and your mate rolls their eyes at you, just get ready for some fun. Oh my God, this is so tight. Now, my primary teacher for 10 years, super duper yoga guy. I mean, very adept hatha yogi guy. He said mental tension pools in the calves and the shins and the Achilles and the calf muscle. And I thought that was a load of crap till I felt my calves mooing. Hang in there. It'll all be over in a second. Raise your hand if you feel this. Just give me a little encouragement. Excellent. Now, if you're on YouTube, I can sense you raising your hands because I have telepathy, but my Zoom friends will raise their hands sometimes. Oh, Lord's a leaping. That's pretty strong. Just extend it out and jigulate it a couple of times. Boop, boop. If you're doing this full kneeling, hats off, just my hat. Good, now pulls it back in. Now, here's some good teaching. Go like this. By the way, I'm a music aficionado. I started 2 years ago from scratch, and I've been through about 20 music teachers. And if a music teacher ever said, go like this, they were an ex-music teacher. So it's not the best teaching. Now, turn left, put your left hand on your left leg, and just take your elbow outside your knee. If you can't do that, put your forearm on your knee, damn it, but try to get the elbow outside your knee. Now, if your right hand comes down to the floor, you're just hella bendy. Some people are internally rotated, their knees fall in, mine fall out. Just lean into this calf stretching, gut wrenching, intestine squeezing, twisty. Drop your chin. This opens up your IT band, the big thing that holds your shins to your hips, which is important. This is boring. I need TikTok. TikTok. It's called TikTok because TikTok, your life just wastes away. TikTok. By the way, this is better than Bikram. This is what most people need. I'm not judging. Yeah, I am. Okay, come on up. Yeah. Extend it back out again. What do you think of those apples? I love apples, not right now though. I'm just going to lean over my leg. This pose has a funky name, kitty cats. Triyong Mukapada Paschimottanasana. And it means nobody likes this pose in Sanskrit. Because not many of us fold all the way over our leg. Some do. This pose builds patience very slowly. Good. Come on up. Now, I know a lot of people tune in to feel better and where's the yin and the restorative. Just hold on, okay? Cool your jets. Take this and put it back in the quiver, your holster. Hey, we're kneeling again. Did you see that? This one's doing what that one's doing. Pretty clever, huh? Now we're going to do the hybrid. We're going to drag our left leg out, our right leg out. Sorry, it's our right leg. It's the one with an R on it. Now, just getting in this position is a damn good yoga pose. The other day I was in Home Depot and there was an employee putting screws in the bottom level of the rack. And the person was voluntarily sitting like this. They didn't even know it. Now, a lot of people would be in agony. Pull the heel in underneath you as far as you can, and then lean all of your body weight over your right thigh. You'll feel your soleus muscle, soleus. You pronounce it however you want. I don't care. Just lean over that. You'll feel your lower calf muscle say, moo. It's a moving experience. This is not the twist yet, so don't twist. I'm just leaning directly over my right thigh. My right Achilles tendon is getting Armor All sprayed all over. My Achilles tendon is a 1957 variety, which was a good year. But fortunately, I've been doing yoga for most of those years, so my weather stripping is not bad. Weather stripping. That's a good weather stripping. Yeah. Doesn't it feel good just to take a little time to do something right, not to rush, not to take a shortcut? The longest distance between 2 points is a shortcut. Now, if your attention span is broken, if it's fractured by modern living, then 90% of the benefit you'll get from this is simply taking your time. 10% will be the movement, and 5% will be math. This looks like Rodin's The Thinker, right? For you artist friends, I've got a lot of artist friends. What's he thinking about? Where'd I leave my clothes? Sitting in public with no clothes on. Okie doke. Come on up. Oh boy. Chef Boyardee. Boy, you got to think canned spaghetti and meatballs was good food growing up. Shake it out a little. Pull it back in. Actually, meatballs are better than macaroni and cheese. Good. Stretch out, mitten kittens. We're in hybrid pose, half kneeling, half squatting. Now inhale, because that's the part where it goes in. Outhale, where it goes out. Now I'm just gently turning to the right. I'm kind of mushing my knee over to the left, and yeah, I can get my elbow outside my knee. I've got friends who could turn all the way. They could lay their back on the outside of their right thigh. They're called contortionists. While being a contortionist is good for cocktail parties, doesn't necessarily get you into heaven. It'd be interesting when you die, to get into heaven, you got to squeeze through the pearly gates. You got to get in some weird pose. Nope, they'll just open the gates. Oh, I'm twisting more. I'm feeling it, you guys. Do you have one of them long left arms that comes all the way down to the floor? Now, not only are you leaning over your thigh, stretching your calf, you're getting a twist. Drop your chin, relax your neck. This is Yin Yoga, why I am. Why I in this pose so long. If you have a cat, they're very happy that you're doing this because then you'll live longer. Your cat depends on you. Now, if you have a tortoise, they really don't care whether you continue or not. Good. Let's come up out of this. Actually, some people just left a comment from South America. They do have Galapagos tortoises. Extend your leg out. Now, this would be the last miserable, horrible feeling for a couple minutes. Triang Mukhapada Paschimottanasana. Now, you'd think as a professional yoga instructor since a long time that I would go down into the full pose, but I am not here to impress. I am here to impress upon you the glory and the grace inside of you. Find it. Relax your shoulders. Swallow. Be. A lot of YouTubers on YouTube teaching yoga. It's like, look what I can do and look what you can't. All it takes in my class is the ability to extend your arm, hit like and subscribe, and you are in. Okie doke, come on up. Hear all these subtle little infomercials? They are delivered with love and compassion. Now, guess what? I'm bringing both feet out. This is impossible unless you're 6 years old. This is called squatting. If it was 1890 and you'd rushed across the plains and gotten to Oklahoma, if you could do this, you could have a parcel of now very valuable property. People that couldn't squat got squat. I'm just going to lean over my legs. Now, this is being simulcast in many parts of Asia, and it's a simple fact that Asians can squat very, very effectively, and it's probably why they live longer. But I'm just squatting over my legs, and they can do it with their heels down. If you don't like any particular pose, you know what I say. Too bad. Stick with it for a while. Usually it takes 2 weeks to learn anything of value. Violin, Mandarin Chinese, communication skills, about 2 weeks. Patience takes 2 weeks to learn patience. If you pray for patience, God will put you in traffic, in long lines at the supermarket with people with more than 10 items. You will lose your stuff. Okay, come on out. I think I owe you some good feeling yoga now. Ooh. Hi, how you doing? This is a flattering pose, isn't it? Okay, dismount your edifice if you need. You know what? We're friends here. We're just growing a friendly community of like-minded souls who want to get healthy, happy, and strong together. A lot of lone wolves checking in, a lot of people in cabins in Montana. We're glad you're here. There's a way for you to come back. Let's chant Om. Inhale. dogs barking up and down the streets, car alarms going off. You know how it is. Now, let's pray for, I don't mean to be trite or banal, but I can't help it. Hands to our heart. Let's pray for world peace, because I believe the power of one person gathered with others, radiating peace and love, actually works. I think prayer is the most powerful activity. I think it's a learned skill. And I think we can all improve our connection at it. I depend upon it. Good. All right. Now, that's the first word of the yoga scriptures. Atha, A-T-H-A. Now, it says. It says, now we're going to learn something. Now we're going to do something. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my neck and we're going to do a nice supine. Supine means on your back. Comes from the Sanskrit word supta. It's the same word that the word soup comes from. Just kidding. Now, on your back, supine. It's so fine. It's the opposite of laying on your prostrate. Yoga joke. Now I'm just going to bring my right knee in, stretch my left leg out. Oh my God, you're thinking, finally, some restorative yin. I'm going to take my right knee around in a circle and open up my ass, acetabulum, that's my hip joint. No tight ass acetabulums in my class. Otra dirección for my German-speaking friends. Oh, just some self-care, you guys. Now, let's lift up our head, neck, and shoulders. Can you get your right elbow around your right knee? Can you get your left elbow around your right? You're a bendy bear if you can do that. I'm a right elbow kind of dude. And I'm just letting my head rest. This is why the blanket underneath the head neck is so important. Because when you bring your knee in and grab, your spine shortens. So don't grab so hard you can't breathe, but grab hard enough, firm enough, better word, that you get a stretch, a release. Try rolling your head left to right. Make sure that that's working. If that's not working, you're dying. Okay, so relax your throat. Now let's hold still 15 seconds. I like looking at my ceiling. It's a 25-foot vaulted, real redwood ceiling. It's gorgeous. It's an ex-chapel of a church. I live in a church. I always live in a church, no matter where I go. Good, now let's lift up our head. Let's try something, you guys. Put your right elbow inside your right knee. Grab your big toe, your right big toe. If that's too far away, just bring your whole knee in as best you can. You're going to have to come to class for a couple of weeks. If you can grab your big toe, and we're going to do Supta Pada Gustasana. Supta, from the word soup. Gustasana, that means something like hand to foot or something, I forgot. And you're pulling the arrow back like Arjun in his chariot. Arjun didn't want to fight. Krishna, his charioteer, said, oh, you'll be fighting. You better kill them relatives that are trying to kill your relatives. Of course, the whole Bhagavad Gita is a story of a great fight, a great familial battle, and that's the exoteric understanding. The intrinsic understanding is that it's the battle inside of our own head between the higher and the lower. Arjun didn't want to fight that fight. I don't want to work on my character defects. How did the Bhagavad Gita get into this pose? I have no idea. Good. Now, take that right foot up to the ceiling and lower it in nice and slow. Oh. Bring your left knee in and just lace over your left knee. Take your knee around in a circle. A circle, that's how we say it in New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama. Take it around in a circle. Other way, a lot of jazz guys. I like watching recordings of the jazz greats, listen to their accent. Jazz started in New Orleans, went to Chicago, wandered over to New York in a big circle. Other way with your knee again. Open up your ass, tabulum. Good, now let's do that lift up our head, neck, and shoulders thing. Now, maybe you can get your left elbow around your left knee. Maybe you can get your right elbow down, but your head has got to be able to come back down without creaking sounds. Okay. Now, to prove that your head is sufficiently relaxed, just roll your head left to right on your banky a couple of times. You might say something like, ah, or ooh, probably a vowel, not a consonant. Make a consonant vowel sound. Biggest inhale of your whole life. Outhale, let it go. Boy, I see pets everywhere in class today on my Zoom friends. This is good news. Fur, feather, flesh, whatever you got. Lift up your head. Now, you may not be able to grab your left big toe. If you can't, grab anything and then be an archer and pull the left knee down to the floor outside your left rib cage. We might say that this is Urdhva Ajjayanasana, upside down lunge. Let's do lunge together. Ask your grandkid to pull their knee down all the way to the floor. Not a problem. If you don't have grandkids, ask your daughter to do this. Ooh. Push out through your right heel a little bit, would you? Would you, could you? Big inhale. Big exhale. Bueno, take lefty up to the ceiling. Bring lefty all the way back down. Oh, it'd be so good if we're done, but we're not. So sit up for just a second. I think you'll either like or not like the next part. It is somewhat confronting, but if you don't do work on yourself, then you'll be waylaid by life's experiences. But if you work on yourself, then at least you're involved in the process. Do you see what I'm rolling up here? It's of course, I'm going to use a food reference. It's a taquito, which I'm not having today. It's a taquito. What do we do with it? Taquito means big taco in Espanol. Now, I'm going to turn around. Now, this is going to go exactly where you don't want it, okay? Not there, but just one other place. This is going to go right on my bra strap, okay? Right on my bra strap. And this takes a second. I'm going to support my head on the way back down. I don't want to break my head off today. There. Oh. This is Spanish Inquisition pose. Now, if this is too strong, put a blanket underneath your head. It makes it less bad. Okay, I didn't say good. I said less bad. 1 minute. This will open your heart. It will cure resentments. It will resolve betrayal. It'll dissipate guilt. Now, after I'm in it for a moment, I can take my arms up and over like my cat falls asleep in sunbeams. It's so cute. And now I'm basically just being ramrodded and impaled. Try to breathe. Try to stay alive. Whether you're a father or whether you're a mother, staying alive, staying alive. Oh, I'm kind of liking it now. Now it's getting gooder. Okay, biggest inhale from your heart. Exhale and crack your heart open. Okay, now getting in is one thing, getting out's another. So you may have to call Uber to get you up out of this pose. Come up. Feel like $100 after that. Oh, all right. Now, let's chant a good Om and then we'll do Shavasana. Okay, we did a lot today. Biggest inhale ever. Prayer hands. Receive prayer. Receive all the prayers. Sometimes it's good to receive. It completes the circuit. A good prayer is thank you, God, for all the prayers you've so bountifully, gratefully answered. Rather than, hey, yo, come on, let's go. Chop, chop, God, let's go, man. All right. On your back for your favorite version of Shavasana. Okie doke. If you're brand new, you probably can do this. You just lay on your back and you be a vegetable. You can be a plant-based Shavasana person. Now I've got a checklist like we're taking off in an aeroplane. Widen your feet out a little for a scorch more room. Scorch, of course. Good. Now lift up your left and right booty buns. Get any hindrances out of your under quadrants. Jiggle your shoulder blades. Eyes roll back. Catatonia. And the pose starts now. The pose starts now, long time, 5 mins. In middle school, we used to torment the headmaster, we referred to him as the open quote uncertainty principle, close quote. Okay, beautiful friends, stay nice and relaxed. There's the guy's voice from way away. This is a thing we do every Sunday if you're brand new, and it's simply an opportunity purely from choice and free will to invite God, love, source, infinite higher organizing glory of your understanding in. God's very polite. She won't force our way in. But boy, does she love to join with us if we invite. Good. If you prayed that little prayer with me, or even if you didn't, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra super feel God through yourself. We are God's nerve endings. Good. When you're ready, curl onto your right side, knit one, curl two, take your time, curling over to your right side. Not your wrong side, your right side. Love all over yourself. Err on the side of love. That's our new bumper sticker. ERR. Good. Now, please keep your eyes closed when we sit up. There's a very important reason, and I'm not going into it. Just trust me. Okay. Sit up with your eyes closed. Find your seat, your asana. Asana means seat. It's from the Sanskrit word as. You sit on your asana. Hands to our heart. Drop your chin. Go to that place on the inside we all share together. Out beyond the realms of right thinking and wrong thinking, there's a field. I'll meet you there. It's very roomy. All together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Okay, my usual protocol at the end is first to thank everybody from all around the world, local and afar off. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It's really helping. The thing is expanding around the world. And, this is a good virus. There are good ones and not so good. This is a healthy, loving thing. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to Zoom friends first. End the stream. Dink.